What's up, world? It's your boy AJ the Black World Traveler, and today I am doing a reaction video to this video from Obi Land, and it's called How to Survive in the Grimy Streets of Medellin, Colombia. Well, first, let me make a statement about that. Medellin, Colombia is a very beautiful city. The people are beautiful. The culture is beautiful.
What's going on, family? It is your man DeAndre Saxton back for another video, and I'm in beautiful Medellin, Colombia.
There are some grimy places in Medellin, but the whole city of Medellin is not grimy, and a lot of the people aren't grimy. Whenever you go to any country or any city, especially in a big metropolitan city with a lot of people, where there's poverty, there's going to be crime. And you hear about people always promoting, most of the black YouTube channels have been promoting how Medellin has become dangerous and people are getting robbed and set up.
It's 2024, the year's just started, and already 4 people have lost their lives already here in Medellin.
Well, let me just be real about it. A lot of people who are getting robbed and set up are going into the barrios at night. They're hanging in bad neighborhoods. They're not using the street smarts. I mean, you don't go to, if the locals don't go to El Centro at night, you don't go to El Centro at night. If the local people usually will look out for you. If you're cool, they'll tell you what's up. And so yeah, I watched this video. Some of the stuff was a little disturbing because he was talking about the way to survive there, like get a gun and you get yourself a gun so you can protect yourself.
Get yourself a weapon. Go get a gun. Go get a traumatic. Go get a taser. Go get a penknife. Go get something to protect yourself and put it in your bag.
Well, I looked at the laws there. It's an organization called the DCCAE. I guess it's a department with the ones over if you can carry a gun or not. And it was stating that if you're a foreigner, you are not allowed, you're not permitted to have a weapon. And if you're caught with a gun illegally, you can get 6 years in prison. And so he was saying, get yourself a pistol or some kind of gun, or what he was talking about, so you can protect yourself, or get yourself a taser, or some kind of a knife. Yeah, I understand that, but I don't think it's good advice. And I think he's from the UK, and in the UK, I guess they have knives in the knife murders or whatever. I live in the United States, and in every city in the United States, mostly every state, there's multiple murders every night. We have the most murders out of any other country every night. I live in Phoenix. There's murders every night. And I'm in a state where we can actually open carry, and be fully loaded. But there's still laws you have to learn. So even though you can open carry here in Arizona, you still have to know the laws, because if you shoot somebody and it doesn't pertain to the law, you can go to prison. So telling foreigners, because most of the people who watch his videos are foreigners. If a foreigner goes to another country, you never want to go to a country and buy a gun. I mean, I think it's a bad advice, especially for black Americans. Us living in the United States, we already know how the gun laws here in some states, like not compared to where I am, but still. And a lot of foreigners watch his videos, and it's really bad information to tell them to get a gun, not knowing, because if someone just buy a gun, and something goes wrong and you hurt somebody or kill someone, you might end up going to prison because you don't know the laws. Same thing as like buying weed off the street. One girl told me, I met this girl from the US and I was out there, and she said, yeah, we did get some weed. Like, you're buying street weed in a foreign country is not smart. It's just not smart. You should not want to indulge in anything like that. So I'm going to play some of the video. This guy is talking about some things in the video. It's kind of disturbing to me because some things he was saying can get you killed. Like he was talking about like don't smile and don't be friendly to people, and he's telling you all this bad information. Like, this dude's been living in Medellin for all this time. Why are you making Medellin this dangerous place and you still live there? Like, every time, the last videos I've seen of his, one video he had where he was trying to set up girls, put money out he'll invite girls over from the streets, and he'll bring the street girls and invite them to the house, and he'll see if the girls spike his drink or whatever. A lot of girls weren't doing it. He'll leave money out, the laptop out, cameras and stuff. He would leave, and he would have hidden cameras inside of the apartment to see if the women would grab the bait, and a lot of them didn't grab the bait. But he did, one girl did, put something in his drink, but he tried to bring the police and they couldn't prove it. I don't know why this guy is in Colombia trying to expose Colombians. Like, he was on one video talking about a girl stole his phone. Like, it's like, you've been here for all this time. You should have more street smarts than that. And if it's such a bad place, why are you still living there? So yeah, I'm gonna show you some clips of this guy's information. You can watch some of the video, and I'll make some comments after that. So yeah, check it out.
So I'm going to show you how to keep yourself dangerous, to move dangerous, to act dangerous, and truly be a dangerous man when you're in Medellin, Colombia. You got to be dangerous. You got to give up that aura. So let's get straight into it. My guys was with a chick, and there's a problem with the taxi driver, and then they had a disagreement. And luckily for him, the girl had a traumatic gun in her bag. So can you imagine that? These chicks could actually even rob you with that gun if you're taking them back to your apartment. So this girl, she had a traumatic gun in her bag, and she was able to defuse the situation with the taxi driver when she kind of flashed the gun, like, hey, don't play with us. That, hey, don't play with me. Or don't play with us, me and my client, because we got that thing here. Get yourself some kind of protection. That's the only way to be truly dangerous out here on the streets. If you're going places where you're not meant to be, and you're doing things that you're not meant to be doing, get yourself some kind of protection. Just go down to the shops, buy a gun, $125, go register it. It's very simple, and you'll be good. Remember that guy who said his story? He was running up in the mountains and he broke his leg.
Hey, come back. Come back. I'm like, nah, I ain't coming back. So I kept walking. Then I came back a little bit and I was like, where Andres? Nobody said nothing. One nigga came up, tried to touch me, broke him down, got up out of there. Other nigga tried to grab me, I got up out of there and I jumped off the mountain. When I jumped off the mountain, my leg broke, right?
Now imagine if he had the bag with his gun in there. Do you think that would have happened? By the time he busts up 1, 2, 3 shots, everybody would have started running.
So the thing about carrying a gun and telling people not to smile, Colombian people are very, very high-spirited people. They're very friendly. Like, you should do what the locals do. Like, if the locals don't go to parquilleras, that's why I don't go. Locals go to different places. Medellin is a very, warm city. There's a lot of places to go besides parquilleras. I don't like parquilleras because I don't like prostitutes. I don't like strip clubs. I don't like sex clubs. So you won't see me in parquilleras hanging out. That's why I don't go. And that's why I haven't gone. The first time I went to Medellin in 2018, I went to parquilleras because everybody kept telling me to go to parquilleras. I didn't like it. I kept getting approached by prostitutes. It was not a good feeling. I like regular women. Plus, I just don't want to be in that environment. And I did find a couple local spots. There was one spot where a rock band played, a Colombian rock band played. That was cool. And then there's another spot that I went to where some of the locals hung out in Barbados. There's only 2 places I found, but most of the places were by foreigners. But yeah, this guy, Obi Land, I think he's putting out a lot of bad information that might get somebody killed or hurt. Because anytime you tell somebody that don't smile and you go to the club, you're not dancing, you're in the back watching everybody, and he's like don't smile at nobody, look mean. Like, I'm from the United States. One thing you don't do if you go to somebody else's city, especially if you're not known, number one, you don't go to the hood at night and hang out. That's when you don't do. If you go to Compton, you're in LA, you go to the Brooklyn, you go to the Bronx, you go to Memphis, Tennessee, you go to Houston, Texas, anywhere like that. And you out hanging out, even in a small town in some parts of the United States. You go there mean mugging people, not smiling, looking mean. People gonna push up on you, bro. They gonna push up on you and test you. Especially if you trying to look like, okay, I got a gun in my bag. I'm looking at you crazy. Don't look at me. Like he was saying, see, most people from the U.S., we don't have that kind of mentality. So hopefully a lot of brothers don't take his advice, because we know in the States, you don't go to nobody else's city trying to intimidate people, looking mean. Because once you get out of your neighborhood, all your jurisdiction that you deal with in your hood is gone. You could be the biggest, baddest gangster in your neighborhood, but when you go to another city, you're nothing in that other city. But I I just want you guys to see this, some of his clips in here. I don't think it's a good idea what he's saying, because, just being a mean, putting on portraying somebody to be mean in Colombia or any country is not good. Anytime you are trying to be a mean person, you don't believe it, but you'll get tested faster. Even if you're 6 feet tall, it doesn't matter. You're not intimidating everybody. Do you realize that most of the hardest gangsters and drug lords came out of Colombia and they weren't afraid of nobody? They could get you murked real easily. You don't know who you looking at when you're looking at them crazy. You know how many Paisas run the dope game out there? Paisas run the dope game out there. People in the streets out there, they in the streets. They're not intimidated of you. You're probably just looking at people who are nice, who don't really want to get caught up. Look, nobody wants to go to prison in their country, but no one's going to let you come in their country and rule them either. So giving that kind of advice, telling them to be tough and don't be friendly. Nah, man, that's the worst thing you could ever tell somebody to don't do it. Because if you're not friendly, people will test you. People will push that envelope on you because you're trying to be tough. You're trying to show that you're going to stand your ground. Nah, man, nobody don't care about that, bro. When they starving, and if you're a foreigner and you blend in, they know you're a foreigner. And this dude, he's doing some stuff, but lately he's trying to expose other Colombians. And when you expose other Colombians, you're messing with the gangs' money. Now you're asking, when you start doing videos on the gangs, you don't show your actual face because he puts on a mask, which is smart. Because the stuff that he's putting out in Colombia is not good. And he's been living there for a while. But I don't see why you keep staying into a city that you claim is so dangerous. And you're trying to give people advice to don't look friendly and don't do this, don't do that, where you're still there. That doesn't make any sense to me. But if you guys like my reaction video, give me a holler, man. Tell me what you think about it. Like I say, I think this guy is, he's trying to give good advice, but me coming from where I'm from, I think it's bad advice. Just me knowing where I'm from and how people get out, Latinos and blacks especially, in it's the street life. That looking hard stuff and trying to intimidate people is not good. So if you guys like the video, please like, comment, subscribe. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, it's your boy AJ the Black World Traveler. I am out.